All right, here we go. Creating Money Crew Week 2. It's November 13th. And last week we just read over the introductions. Did you find an affirmation in your book?
I didn't know that was in there.
Yay!
What does it say?
That's so cool. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, it says, I trust that the universe gives me exactly what I need at exactly the right time. Everything works out perfectly.
Wow, that's so
I'm
cool.
sure I got this at one point, I just don't remember it, so it's not right on.
Well, last week we got to do intros, like we read the intro and we got to introduce ourselves. So what we are doing is having some people on Zoom and then the rest of us are in person. We're all together at the same time. But did you ladies want a chance to introduce yourself since you didn't get to introduce yourself last week? Just who you are, where you're from, and why you want to read the book.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, can I point this at you?
Yeah, super close though.
I know, right?
Hi.
Hello.
My name is Karen. Well, I am originally from El Salvador, but I've been living in Austin for 10 plus years, actually 12 plus years. And I'm reading the book because I want to get in a better mind frame and I just want to manifest not only money, but also peace, happiness, and joy. So I think that's the main reason why I'm joining the group.
You're in the right place.
Excellent.
That is perfect.
Thank you.
Rhonda, can I point it at you?
Yes.
Here's Rhonda.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Crabtree. Originally from Arkansas, grew up in California from the time I was 10 until 2.5 years ago, and we moved to Austin
Great. And why do you want to read the book?
to manifest wealth and also positivity in my life.
Awesome. Excellent. Very good. Are you wearing the Costco sweater that I almost bought?
No, is this at Costco? I don't even remember where I got
Here,
it.
Isn't that the sweater
Target.
we?
I think it was Target.
Isn't that
It
the
was Target.
same
There is one.
color and texture? I almost bought it. Oh,
It's
that
the,
is
like,
Target.
New Day Target.
All right.
They
Well,
usually
now I
work
gotta
with
go to
that.
Costco. Oh, Rhett's gonna join us via Zoom. All right. Well, we are gonna read chapter 1 today, and hopefully chapter 2. We'll see how far we get. There is no sound bath tonight for anybody that was wondering. There is a sound bath tomorrow, and I'll go live on Facebook with it too in case anybody can't come in person. The way that we've been doing reading is I'll start reading 2 pages, and then if anybody wants to read, they can kind of raise their hand and we'll just do it popcorn style, 2 pages at a time. And if you don't want to read, you don't have to. Good to go? All right, chapter 1, page 3, you are the source. Get quiet, close your eyes, and think of something that you wanted that you got. Recall some of the feelings you had before and after you received it. Your positive thoughts about having it, your inner knowing that you would have it, and your joy when you received it. You manifest things naturally and automatically all the time, using your thoughts and feelings to create what you want. Manifestation is a process of bringing your ideas, concepts, visions, and dreams from your inner world into your outer world, where you can experience them with your physical senses. When you think of something you are fairly certain of receiving, you have positive pictures. You can see yourself having it and you don't worry about getting it. You want it, intend to have it, and you are motivated to do what is necessary to bring it into your life. Begin to observe how you create small, simple things. Start developing your manifesting skills with things that are easy for you to create. As you gain confidence in your ability to create, you will be ready to manifest in bigger, more unlimited ways. There is no limit to what you can create. You live in a limitless world. Anything is possible. I am the source of my abundance. You are the source of your abundance and money. Through working with your feelings, thoughts, and intentions, you can become a master at creating whatever you want. You are the source of your riches, not your job, your investments, your spouse, or your parents. By linking with the unlimited abundance of your soul or higher self, by opening your connection to the higher forces, sometimes called God, Goddess, the presence, the all that is, or the universe, by expressing and radiating your higher qualities of inner peace, joy, love, well-being, and aliveness, you become the source of your abundance. Having money and things is not as important as mastering the process of creating them. Once you master the process, your ability to be prosperous will not be determined by the economy or outside conditions, for you will be able to create whatever you want when you want it. Learning to create abundance is a process of growth. It may require changing your thinking and expanding your beliefs about what you deserve to have. The process of getting each new thing, be it a car, a house, or a larger salary, will bring you growth, learning, and new skills. As you master the process, you will be able to use money and other things you create as tools for expanding your consciousness and helping you to express yourself more fully. Your thoughts have real substance, although your scientific instruments can't yet measure them. You might imagine your thoughts as magnets. These magnets go out into the world and attract the substances that match them. They duplicate themselves in form. Everything around you was a thought in someone's mind before it existed in your reality. Cars, roads, homes, buildings, and cities all existed as thoughts before they became realities. Anybody want to read? Kristen, go ahead.
Your thoughts set up the model of what is to be created, and your emotions energize your thoughts and propel them from your inner world to your outer world. The stronger your emotions are, the more rapidly you create what you are thinking about. Your intent acts to direct your thoughts and emotions, maintaining a steady focus on what you want until you get it. I focus on what I love and thus draw it to me. Because your thoughts set up the model of what you draw to you, it is important to think about what you want rather than what you don't want. You will not get what you want by fearing or hating its opposite. For instance, having money does not come from disliking living in poverty. Whatever you focus on is what you get, for energy follows thought. The more you love having money in abundance, the more you picture it and thus draw it to you. It is also important to think in positive ways. Positive emotions and thoughts draw what you want to you. Negative emotions do not bring what you want, they bring only what you don't want. Spend quiet, reflective time thinking positively about what you want. When you do not think in higher ways, dwelling on things such as problems, you repel abundance. Don't feel bad about negative thoughts you have, for fearing or disliking your negative thoughts give them more power. Respond to negative thoughts as you would to small children who don't know any better. Simply smile and show them a better way to be. If you recognize a negative thought, simply place a positive thought alongside it. If, for instance, you catch yourself saying, "I don't have enough money," simply say, "I have an abundance of money." My thoughts are loving and positive. Positive thoughts are far more powerful than negative thoughts. One positive thought can cancel out hundreds of negative ones. Your soul stops your lower and negative thoughts from becoming realities unless having them manifest will teach you something that will help you grow. You are loved and protected by your soul and the universe. As your thoughts become higher and more positive, your soul allows more and more of them to manifest. The more you evolve, the more power your thoughts have to create your reality, and the more responsibility you have to think in higher ways. There are many wonderful tools you can use to learn to think more positively. For instance, you can put light, an image of physical light, into the pictures in your mind. You can practice making negative thoughts fade out or dissolve and enlarging positive thoughts. Take a moment right now to think of something you want. Select one thought you have had about why you can't have it. Now imagine that thought fading out, or imagine that thought written on a blackboard that you are erasing. Or imagine putting that thought into a balloon and letting it float away. Do whatever occurs to you to remove that thought from your reality. Now create a thought about why you can have it. See that thought written out, put white light around it. Imagine someone reading that thought or the thought to you in a beautiful voice. Create a mental image of receiving or having what you want. Make the image so real you can almost touch, smell, see, and feel it. Make the image bigger so that you are standing in the image rather than just observing it. By making your negative thoughts fade out, you take away their power to create your reality. By making your positive thoughts more vivid and real, you increase their ability to create what you want.
Thank you. Anybody else want to read? Rhonda, thank you.
There is great power in repeating the thought of something you want over and over. When you got something you wanted in the past, you probably thought about it frequently. Repetition firmly implants the idea of what you want to create in your subconscious, and it goes about bringing you what you think about. You want the thought to be definite and unwavering. Affirmations are positive thoughts that are repeated over and over. As you repeat them, they go directly to your subconscious, where they begin to manifest as your reality. Affirm what you want in present terms, such as, I have unlimited abundance, and repeat your positive statements frequently. Some of your negative thoughts may come from being around people whose fears and doubts amplify your own. For instance, you may feel fine about your finances, but after you talk to a friend who is struggling and fearful about money, you start worrying about your own financial future. If you notice this happening, realize that you have been influenced by someone else's thoughts, and remind yourself that you live in an abundant world and that all is perfect in your universe. Large groups of people generate powerful thought forms that may affect your thinking. For instance, at times some people are fearful about the economy. They think that a depression or recession is coming. If you are worried about the economy, you may be unconsciously tuning into their thoughts and fears and responding to them as if they were your own. Wherever you are, there are some people who feel they are living in troubled economic times, and others who feel that the times are the best they have ever been. You create your prosperity no matter what the economy is like. Your challenge is to keep your thoughts about your economic future positive and not be affected by what large groups of people are thinking or saying. Even during the worst economic times, there are businesses and people who do quite well. You are the source of your abundance, and you can have a wonderful, positive, and abundant life regardless of the economy or other outside conditions. My choices and possibilities are expanding every day. Since your thoughts create your reality, you can create an even better life for yourself by learning to think in bigger and unlimited ways. Unlimited thinking increases creativity, expands possibilities, draws opportunities to you, and allows you to have more. Unlimited thinking lets you experience in advance the feelings you have when you have received the abundance you want. And these feelings are the vehicle that brings abundance to you. Use these visions to open your mind to greater possibilities. Unlimited thinking helps you get in touch with the larger picture of your life and links you with the greater vision of your higher self. It helps you fulfill your potential. All great works start with a vision. Those of you who have children often engage in the process of unlimited thinking for them, weaving around them visions who they might be and the great things they might accomplish. You help them recognize their ability to create whatever is best for them. When you are in love, you recognize the potential that lies within the other person and help him or her create it. Excuse me. Unlimited thinking means having the same wonderful visions for yourself, recognizing and fulfilling your potential. Every time you think of the future, you are creating a possible direction. To unfold your potential, you will want to imagine having your dreams come true. Do you want me to continue to the next? Yeah.
If you want to finish the sentence, you can, and then we can pick
Come
somebody
true
else.
for your dreams and fantasies are showing you your potential.
Thank you. This is Rhonda,
Hi.
and this is Karen.
Hi.
Got some added members to the group.
Right.
Anybody else want to read? Thank you, Rhonda. No? Okay, I'll have another turn. Or did you want to?
I can read.
Okay, go ahead.
And we're at the.
Right here where it says your dreams.
Your dream, and we're doing 2 pages.
Yes, please.
Okay. Your dreams are there for a reason. They are guiding you to your higher path here on earth. Enlarge your vision of what is possible for you to do. Dare to dream and think big. If you are thinking of starting a business, don't compromise on what you think you can have or do. If you are thinking of serving 1 client a week, think of serving 5. If you are thinking of starting your work in a year, think about what it would be like to start in a month. Pretend that it is 1 year from today and you reflect back on all your accomplishments. What did you accomplish over the last year? I love and trust my imagination. To expand your thinking is to develop your imagination. Your imagination is greater in its scope than you might think. It is the closest link to your soul. It is not bound by your past programs, beliefs, and fears. Imagination was given to you so you could transcend your physical world. It gives you the ability to step outside of your personal limits and unleash your greatest potential. Your imagination can travel into any dimension or world. It can create unlimited future pathways for you and help you look at the possible outcomes of various choices. Use your imagination and your ability to daydream and fantasize. Don't think that's impossible, it can't be done. Think in possibilities. Rather than thinking of just one thing you can have that would satisfy you, think of many things. Instead of imagining only one desirable outcome, ask yourself, what is the best possible outcome that can occur? After you've imagined the best possible outcome, push yourself to imagine an even better one. Every time you find yourself imagining something, see if you can expand or fine-tune the picture. Think big. Ask for more than you think you can have. Expand your imagination, enlarge your pictures, and play with new ideas. See if you can go beyond the boundaries you have set for what you think you can have. I am an unlimited being. I can create anything I want. When you begin practicing unlimited thinking, you may find that some of your earlier thoughts are still creating your reality. You may still meet the results of your past limited thinking while you send out your new unlimited thoughts. Don't be discouraged if you don't see results overnight. Gradually, the old thought patterns will leave and you will experience the results of your new thinking. On the earth plane, you learn about manifesting in a linear, sequential way. You get to think about what you want, you get to rethink it, and you get to try it out. You can say, no, this isn't really what I wanted, or next time I think I'll ask for something different. You have the opportunity to play with all the things you create. The earth plane is a special place. It enables you to practice becoming clear on your thoughts before they are manifested all about you. Although you might complain that it takes longer for some things to appear than you want, most of you would be unhappy if you manifested all the things you thought about instantaneously. By the time you get something you have usually gone through a process of growth and gaining clarity about what you want. You gonna finish there?
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead while I underline.
Allow yourself to expand your ideas about what is possible. And do not worry if you don't have yet have the skills to create it. As you expand your thinking, your ability to manifest what you are dreaming about will develop as well. The more you expand the horizons of your imagination, opening new territories and going beyond what you think is possible, the more you open the doorway to unlimited abundance.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Anybody else feel like reading?
I'll do one.
Thanks.
If you can't believe that something is possible, then you aren't going to have it. But if you can have the smallest thought that it might be possible, you are already on your way to creating it. You cannot create something if you do not believe you have something. You have it. Live out your dreams in your mind. Picture or feel yourself getting what you want. Hear the words you will say to others, and they will say to you when your dreams come true. Make your imagining so real that they feel possible to create rather than like wishful and distant fantasies. Allow yourself to create a vision, to daydream and fantasize, and then focus each day on the simple, concrete steps you can take to reach your goals. There will always be practical steps you can take immediately to get there. Sometimes cleaning your house and putting all of your papers in order may be the next step to creating your vision of yourself as a teacher, helping to organize a group of people. I picture abundance for myself and others. Picture yourself having everything you want: a satisfying job, money in the bank, a wonderful relationship. See how you would be a benefit to those around you. Imagine that if you would be like, imagine what it would be like if everyone you knew had money and their lives were worth it. Challenge yourselves to ask for even more, not just for yourself, but for all of humanity. For instance, if you have been wanting a better job, picture that everyone who has been wanting one will get one also. I'm gonna stop there.
That's
Tell me
fine,
my
yeah.
eyes are like
Thank you
jittering.
so
We
much.
just did a yoga session too, we probably all zened out.
All good. Anybody else want to read? Okie dokie, my turn. If you want to serve in a larger way, such as drawing more students into your classes, imagine that everyone who is asking for a greater opportunity to serve through getting more students is also succeeding. This will teach you that there is true abundance in the universe for everyone, and help you connect your abundance and thoughts of abundance for everyone else. As you enlarge your thinking to include others, imagining abundance for everyone, you will open up even more ways for abundance to come to you. Unlimited thinking is more than thinking big. It is thinking creatively. It is allowing yourself to imagine having all that you might have. Be open to pleasant surprises, for your higher self may bring you what you want in a bigger and better way than you thought possible. Trust that you will receive whatever is perfect for you to have. I really like that line right there. The emotions behind your thoughts determine the speed at which you manifest. If you truly want something, it will come much more rapidly than if you are lukewarm about wanting it. Generate excitement about having what you want. Make it so real in your imagination that you can almost touch it, see it, or feel the feelings you will have when it comes to you. Think of it frequently and with intensity, and also be willing to detach and let it come in whatever way is best. To manifest what you want, intend to create it. In other words, make up your mind that having what you want is important to you, and that you are willing to put a certain amount of thought and energy into getting it. Your intent to have something directs your energy and focuses it on your goals. You create what you are picturing by concentrating on it with attention and awareness, and keeping it in the back of your mind even when you are involved in other activities. When you hold a steady focus on having something, when your intent to have it is clear and strong, you create what you seek more rapidly. You are alert and able to take advantage of opportunities when they come. You draw things to you with ease and joy. Think of something that you want right now. Do you intend to have it? Do you think about it even when you are doing other activities? There may have been times when you really intended to have something and you did anything necessary within your values and integrity to get it. You overcame obstacles. You knew in advance that you were going to get it. You thought about it positively, and you couldn't wait to have it. On the other hand, when you tried to create something you weren't sure you intended to have, you probably gave up as soon as an obstacle appeared to stand in your way. If you think what you want is too far away and hard to get, your intent is not clear. When you have a clear intention to have something, you generate energy that is focused like a laser beam to go out and get what you want. If you intend to have something, you will. My dreams come true. And we just read chapter 1. I feel like that flew by. Any comments, questions, insights?
I liked the idea of thinking bigger, like if you want one new client, imagine 5.
5.
Because that's actually a marketing tactic, like you
Yeah.
target and you know your funnel is gonna drop off, so
Yeah.
like, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
The first time I read this, I glossed over that entirely.
I'm imagining everyone getting it too, everyone that wants more, I never really thought about that and manifesting my desires, everybody should get it.
Yeah. I love
You
that
get a
part too.
car.
Yeah, yeah.
You get a car.
That's what I was thinking
That's where that came from.
Yeah.
Right?
of. Oprah's so smart.
I know, right?
Yeah, it was just a reminder for me, like, about not focusing on the negative, like what you don't want. It's like focus on what you do want.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I get stuck in that of like, well, I don't want this to happen.
Yeah.
And I should think about like, what do I want to happen then?
Yeah.
That's a better way to reframe it.
And I do think it's okay to think about what we don't want to get clear on what we want.
Sure, oh, that's a good
like my husband and I were talking about floor plans, and I was like, I know I don't want that, which means I must want this
Yeah, right.
Sure.
As long
instead.
as you don't dwell on
Yeah,
what you don't
It's like a haircut, you give them examples of what you
Don't
don't want it to be and what you want.
Yeah.
And then they'll do the ideal.
I love that. Anybody on Zoom have any insights or questions? I don't want to glaze over ya. You good, Cindy? Cindy's like, I've read this book 19 times. Me too. Okay, so the next part is the learning to relax and focus. I'll read the beginning part of it, and then during the actual exercise, you guys can close your eyes and actually do the meditation part of it. Sound good? All right. So learning to relax, focus, and visualize. It says, visualizing is using your imagination to picture what you want in advance of getting it. The more real you can make your expanded, unlimited thoughts, the more easily you can create them. Your imagination is your most powerful energy creating tool. When using your imagination, there are no rules other than being as inventive as you can. You use your ability to visualize all the time. You make pictures in your mind prior to creating anything. As you pretend that you already have something, you begin to harmonize with it and bring the feeling of having it into your present reality. This feeling begins to draw it to you. Do not worry if you can't actually picture what you are thinking about, for not all people see a mental image when they imagine something. Some people feel it or have a sense of it, and some people simply think about it. Others make mental pictures of varying degrees of clarity and color. It is not necessary to see mental pictures clearly in order to create something that you want. Most people find that visualizing gets easier as they practice. Focusing is holding a thought or picture steadily in your mind without thinking of other things. Concentrating on what you want by focusing steadily on it for several minutes at a time increases the speed with which you draw things to you. This exercise that follows will assist you in relaxing, focusing, and visualizing. It is a basic preparation for working with energy and magnetizing in Chapter 4. So this one exercise, if you want to like dog ear it or just remember, they reference it almost every chapter. So this is like how to meditate 101. So you pick a time when you will be undisturbed for at least 15 minutes, sometimes 5 or 10. Create an enjoyable, soothing environment around you, like at the Cozy Corner. And you may want to play some calming, soothing music. So my favorite app for any kind of meditation music is called Insight Timer. Have y'all heard of Insight Timer?
Yeah.
So Insight Timer, it always opens with a quote, which I love. And then at the top, there's a timer button, and you can pick how much time, music, no music, and then you can pick the sound that it makes when it's done. So it's not like a beep kind of timer. That's the sound that I have right now. So I'm going to turn on some nice music. And it says you may want to have a small object nearby, something that you can hold in your hands, like a jewelry or a crystal. If there's anything that you like to fiddle with while you're visualizing, that's also suggested. So go ahead and find a comfortable sitting position, either in a chair or on the floor. You want to be able to hold this position for 10 to 15 minutes comfortably. If possible, your spine should be straight to allow a good energy flow through your body. Close your eyes and begin breathing calmly and slowly, taking about 20 slow, rhythmic, connected breaths into your upper chest. Continue breathing and relax your body. Feel yourself growing serene, calm, and tranquil as you breathe. In your imagination, travel through your body, relaxing each part. Mentally relax your feet, legs, thighs, stomach, chest, arms, hands, shoulders, neck, head, and face. Let your jaw be slightly loose and relax the muscles around your eyes. Feel yourself growing even calmer as you breathe. Think of a time when you felt great inner peace and bring that feeling into your body now. With your eyes closed, think of a room in your house. How do you think of it? Do you see it as if you were looking at a movie screen, or do you feel you are standing in the room and looking at it through your eyes as if you were there? Do you sense the room around you? Is it in color? Can you recreate the rearrangement of the furniture? Can you imagine yourself walking around the room? Recall an image or a feeling of the room as vividly as possible for a minute or so, and then let it fade. Open your eyes, and if you were holding an object, you can look at that or look around the room. Focus on one item and notice its color, shape, weight, feel, and texture, or as many details as you can. Focus on this object for just a moment more, collecting the details, and close your eyes again. Now recreate the image of the object in your mind in as much detail as possible. With your eyes closed, can you still imagine its color, shape, weight, texture, and how it felt? Now think of a small object that you want to have that you don't have yet. For this exercise, use something you have seen before. With your eyes closed, picture the object as completely as you can. How would it feel? What color would it be? What shape would it have? Now practice expanding your imagination by taking the object you just visualized and imagining an even better one. How does it feel when you picture having something that is even better than you thought you could have? Of course, if the object you visualized originally is just what you want, you don't need to ask for something better. It is good, however, to practice expanding your imagination. Think of the object you want to bring into your life. Focus your mind, and for 1 or 2 minutes, think of that thing to the exclusion of anything else. If any thoughts come up that you do not want, simply imagine putting them in a bubble and letting them float away as you focus on the object that you want to bring into your life. When you feel calm and relaxed and ready to return, bring your attention back to the room slowly. Savor and enjoy your state of calmness and peace, and view the world around you from a brighter, clearer perspective. If you feel calmer, more relaxed, or balanced, you have achieved the state of consciousness necessary to magnetize. The calmer and more focused you are, and the higher your thoughts, the better your results will be when you magnetize what you want in Chapter 4. If you don't feel relaxed and centered, work with this or other meditations until you do. Notice how you visualize things. Do you sense them or see them? Are they in color? How clear are they? Keep practicing until you can experience an inner picture or sense of what you want. If you're satisfied with your ability to visualize and you were able to focus on what you wanted for several minutes, move on to the next chapter. If you weren't able to focus on what you want for several minutes, play with focusing several more times while you read the next chapter. How was that? Yeah? Anybody want to share what they visualized? Yeah? No?
A sapphire ring,
Ooh,
like a halo around it. I don't know, it was the first thing that came to mind. I was like, we'll go with that.
yeah. Claimed.
Same way, yeah.
Right.
I did a watch,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
What does it look like?
It was a black band and a blue face,
Nice.
and then I upgraded.
And then you upgraded?
There's a theme with blue right now.
Oh, yeah, sapphire,
Didn't
blue
think about
face.
that,
I could only think of
Money.
I wanted like straight cash.
Yeah.
Just like in my hand, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I also thought of cash, and then when it said to upgrade it, I was like, okay, a $100
Yeah.
bill.
I actually didn't have a number with it, it was like a big flat fat thing of.
Like a stack of it.
A lot of hundreds.
Yes.
Very cool.
I started with cash, and then when you talked about upgrading it, I moved to people.
Oh,
'cause, you know,
nice.
the studio, the
Yeah.
studio, like it's full of people.
There you go, full classes.
Yeah, full
Like the other day.
classes, all of them, yeah.
I was like, I didn't think anyone was in there, and I walked in, and the whole place
It was
full.
full.
I know, it looks
Yeah.
like, it's hard to see from the outside.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
really
I
fun.
was like, oh.
Yeah, yeah, we've realized that 14 is the max, like we need to
Yeah.
For
put
this
14
space.
as the max for the space.
Yeah.
I can't wait
But
to
we
check
maxed
it
it
out.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they maxed it
it's
out.
awesome.
Yay.
Where is it? What?
In Kyle, I just opened a yoga studio there,
Is it
called
the space?
the Blank Space.
I've been hearing about it
Yeah.
so much.
There you go. Now you know the owner.
Yeah, no, that's
Well, just
pretty
know we
cool.
manifested a sound bath that happened on Sunday, and we like completely like I would say we sold it out. We were actually ended up with 14 people, and 15 was a sellout, but we couldn't have fit another person in there.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
It was, yeah,
That's so great.
such a blessing. It was
So more
incredible.
people to the
Yeah,
classes.
and it was literally like the hour before that people just kept signing up and signing up and signing up.
I had to
It was
bail
really
out.
incredible. Yeah. he couldn't
Oh,
even
you
go
got pushed
because-
out.
yeah.
Maybe it's on standby.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my story.
Very
That happened on
good.
Sunday.
More of that.
More of that.
Yeah, and I think I was invited on Sunday because one of my
Yeah.
friends went and I just couldn't make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so interesting.
We'll do it again.
Yeah,
So
so that's great.
yeah,
I love
we're gonna make
that.
it a series. It was a big hit. So
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
What time is it on Sundays?
on at 3 o'clock, so 3 to 4.
Okay.
And I do a yin class with the sound books.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Did you go?
Yes.
Oh, what was? Oh,
That's
I
why
was
didn't
doing
come
the
to
energy
Beverly's
class.
I
That's
was
what.
like,
Yeah, and
I
actually
was like, what was I doing?
And one of
on
our
Sunday?
members just told us in class right before this that she went to your energy class.
Oh,
So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm leaving, going to a meeting. She was like, a meeting? I was like, it sounds like a
Yeah.
whatever. I'm like, no, it's a book club. And she was like, I went to an energy class on Sunday that was talking about a book club. And I was like, did you? I was like, is that Cozy Corner? And she was like, yes. So it all full circle.
Yay, community. Well, this exercise here, it's great to do like anytime, anywhere. I really like to do it when my kids aren't around. Like I can actually really focus and be calm. One of my favorite places to do this exercise is in the sauna because I'm like, I'm in here anyway, and I can't leave yet, and I might as well make it worth my while.
Yeah.
Did y'all have questions or anything about the relaxing exercise?
How do you recommend doing it? Like, just memorize the steps, or
Yeah, so and that a good way to memorize the steps is to first just have a calm environment. So turn on music if that's good for you. Make sure you're alone or won't be interrupted. Maybe set a timer if you need to. The second step is calming your body. So first step is environment, second step is your body and breathing. The third step is to turn on your imagination. So you want to think about the color, the texture, the shape, and then the step after that is to upgrade it.
right?
And that's it.
Right.
Yeah. So it's really like dropping into your body, relaxing, and then turn on your imagination. And sometimes I like to think of it as like turning on a magnet. So when I think about it clear enough, it starts drawing it towards me energetically. Yeah. Good question. Okay, you guys wanna, let's see, we got about 20 minutes left. I don't think we're gonna get all the way through chapter 2. But I think we can get a good chunk in here. So anybody feel like starting us off chapter 2? Page 19.
I can go.
Yay, thank you.
Chapter 2, Becoming Abundant. Whether you are consciously aware of it or not, deep inside you are seeking growth and aliveness, wanting to manifest your potential and be all you can be. Most people are seeking a life filled with joy, love, a feeling of security, creative self-expression, enjoyable and meaningful activities, and self-esteem. The more of these aspects you have in your life, the more fulfilled you will feel, and the more you will be realizing your full potential. An important part of manifesting is learning to create only those things that fulfill your deepest needs and serve as tools to help you grow and have the best life possible. The desire to create something new, whether it's a pair of shoes, a new house, or a large sum of money, comes because you are ready to grow and achieve more of your potential. Most people think that having money will fill a need, allowing them to experience a feeling, quality, or situation they don't now have. Some people think a large sum of money will give them feelings of aliveness, well-being, self-esteem, inner peace, love, power, or security. They think that with money, they will be free from worry and will be able to relax and play, or not do activities they don't want to do. Money and objects by themselves will not automatically fill your needs or give you the feelings you want. If you think that having more money will give you inner peace, allowing the quality of inner peace into your life is your key to becoming magnetic to more money. Whatever you think having more money will give you, aliveness, peace, self-esteem, is a quality you need to develop to become more magnetic to money and abundance. View money and things not as something you create to fill a lack, but as tools to help you more fully express yourself and realize your potential. One man wanted to create $1 million. He didn't care how he did it. To him, $1 million was just money he thought would magically make his life perfect. In truth, although he wasn't aware of it, he wanted the money to feel more alive. Because he wasn't aware of why he wanted the money, he didn't ask, what can I do that would make me feel more alive? Instead, he said to himself, I will work harder even though I don't enjoy my work. I will spend even less time doing things I love so I can spend more hours working for the money I need. I will forgo pleasure right now. I will have everything after I get the money. He found that he disliked going to work even more. Because he didn't like his job, he didn't give it his best effort, and he was passed up for promotions. He heard about many get-rich-quick schemes and invested all his extra money in several of them, even borrowing on some of his credit cards to do so. Unfortunately, they didn't turn out well and he lost a lot of money. 20 years later, he was still working at the same job, complaining about not being appreciated at work and looking for the next get-rich-quick scheme that would be his magical key to wealth and the good life. He planned to do all the things he wanted to do when the money came, yet because he did not do the things that helped him feel alive, he never did get the money he sought.
Very good. Anybody else want to turn to read?
Sure.
Rhonda? Okay.
I live in an abundant universe. I always have everything I need. Stop for a moment and ask yourself what you think having more money will give you that you don't have now. What deeper needs or desires would be satisfied if you had a large sum of money? Would you have more security, freedom from worry, a simpler life? Would you be able to stop doing activities you don't want to do, have no problems, or the freedom to do what you want with your life? What higher qualities or feelings do you think you would have more of? Inner peace, love, self-esteem, well-being, happiness? If it isn't a large sum of money you want, but an object or an item that you don't yet have, what needs will this item satisfy in your life? If there isn't anything material that you want, what higher quality or feeling would you like to experience more frequently? You can start satisfying those needs right now. You can have a joyful, fulfilling life and realize your greater potential without the material things you want to create. The essence of anything that will serve your higher good is within your reach. The universe doesn't say you can have what is good for you and only after you make $1 million. The universe says that whatever is for your higher good, you can have right now, today. Ask yourself what you want money. Ask yourself what you want money to give you, and then think of ways you could have the essence of those things right now. For instance, some people think that having more money will make their life simpler. You can have a simpler life right now by developing and expressing the qualities that will allow you to do so. Such an inner peace, well-being, or inner silence. Money will not give you a simpler life. In fact, if you do not learn to bring those qualities into your life that make your life simpler, money will make your life more complex rather than simplify it. If you've been wanting a simpler life, what could you do right now to begin to simplify your life? Some people hope that when they have money, they will be able to stop doing the things they don't enjoy. To begin to let go of doing things you don't enjoy, learn to honor and respect yourself more. You can begin by learning how to stop doing the small things you don't enjoy right now. As you do, you gain more honor and respect for yourself, and you will build up doing only things you enjoy. Some people are motivated to make money because they think that having it all will take away their problems and lessons. You cannot live on earth and avoid lessons, but you can learn them easily and with joy rather than struggle. Developing the qualities of inner wisdom and peace will help you see your problems as opportunities for growth, which will help you deal with them more easily than having money ever will. You may want a large sum of money in order to feel secure. Security does not come from accumulating wealth. Some people have created multi-million-dollar empires and still do not feel secure. In fact, if they do not learn to feel secure, more money may amplify their feelings of insecurity or intensify their fears. For you, feeling secure might come from developing qualities such as courage, trusting your inner guidance. If you have a feeling of security within, you will be able to create a life that reflects that feeling. If you want more security in your life, stop for a moment, get quiet, and ask yourself what quality you would develop that would help you feel more secure. Some people want money because they think it will make them feel more powerful. We're not referring to ego power, the kind that manipulates or controls others, but true power, which comes from reaching upward, gaining inner peace, manifesting your potential, and operating from the light of your soul rather from your personality. What qualities, if you experience them more often, would assist you in experiencing more personal power? Find ways to express these qualities and do these activities more often.
Thank you. I'll read. I radiate self-esteem, inner peace, love, well-being, and happiness. As you express the higher qualities you think more money will give you, radiating those qualities outward with your words, actions, and being, you will become magnetic to money and objects that are physical expressions of your new level of consciousness. Developing any higher quality, be it love, inner peace, well-being, happiness, courage, personal power, or self-respect, will change your vibration and make you magnetic to whatever matches your new vibration. You will become magnetic not only to more money, but to all the forms that will help you express your new level of growth. You will draw to you the things you know you want, as well as having things come to you before you are aware you need them. You will attract things that are better than what you ask for, and everything around you will fit who you are. One man's goal for 15 years was to create $1 million, retire, and take life easy. One day he realized that he was hardly any closer to having this sum than he had been years earlier. He had tried in every way he knew to get rich. He had made various investments with mixed results, had worked as hard as he could at his job, and had saved a small sum for his retirement. He took the time to think about what $1 million would give him, and decided it would allow him time to relax and give him freedom to do some of the activities that he loved. He decided to start finding time for relaxation in the activities he loved without having the money first, since it appeared that if he waited for the money, he might never live the life he wanted. After trying several approaches to relaxing, he realized that he needed to develop the quality of self-respect. For every time he tried to take time to relax or do the activities he loved, other obligations and duties would stop him. He looked at what self-respect meant to him and decided it meant giving himself permission to spend quiet time alone and to pursue some hobbies that gave him joy. He started playing a musical instrument he had loved playing earlier in his life. As he spent more time alone, many wonderful melodies and lyrics went through his mind and he recorded them. As he pursued his music, he found his creativity opening up in other areas of his life. His self-respect began to increase. He got a promotion at work and a job offer for much more pay, which he took. Eventually, he sold the music he composed to several movie companies, and he was on his way to greater wealth than he had ever known. By developing self-respect, he created not only the money he wanted, but many other wonderful things as well. A job he loved, a life that was fulfilling and satisfying, and an opportunity to realize his greater potential and skills. I just have to say, reading that paragraph as a mom, like rereading it and giving yourself permission to do things just for you. This paragraph is big for me. I create money and abundance through joy, aliveness, and self-love. All right, we're at 6:53. I bet we can get to the end. Anybody want to read? I can keep going if
I
we
can
need
do
to.
it.
You want to? Okay.
I create money in abundance through joy, aliveness, and self-love. If you're in touch with the needs you want money to fulfill and the higher qualities you hope it will bring you, and as you work on developing those qualities, the money and objects you attract will bring you joy and self-fulfillment. If you don't know what deeper needs and higher qualities you want to express by having something, you may or may not be satisfied with it when you receive it, even though you are able to attract it. You may be making more money right now than at any other time of your life, and yet not feel any more abundant or rich than you did at a lower income. If your inner needs are not satisfied, no amount of money will feel like enough. You can create money through greed or not honoring others, or for other reasons that do not help you live a satisfying life. You do not have to grow and start realizing your potential to attract large sums of money. However, the way you create money and objects determines the lessons and growth you experience. If you create money through greed, for instance, it may be sought after by others, or you may lose it quickly. You may bring to yourself many lessons about greed, including worry and fear. The money you attract may amplify the problems you want it to solve. Everything I do brings aliveness and growth. Once you have identified the deeper needs you think money will fulfill and the higher qualities you want to experience more frequently, you can start fulfilling those needs and expressing those qualities in many ways. One way is to make a mental list of all the activities that help you experience a desired feeling and resolve to do them more often. For instance, if you want more aliveness, you may decide that the activities that help you feel more alive are quality time with friends and family, walks in the park, good movies, and spending time on creative hobbies. Once you identify the activities that make you feel alive, do them more often. If feeling more alive is what you think money will give you, doing those things that make you feel more alive is what will make you magnetic to money and abundance. If you don't know what activities help you feel alive or peaceful or whatever feeling you want more of, you can start by remembering the times you experienced those feelings in the past. What activities were you doing? If you don't think you have experienced much aliveness in the past, look at your life right now and ask what situations or activities, even the smallest ones, bring you more aliveness. Begin to focus on the times you do feel alive, observe what you are doing, and do those activities more frequently. As you build on those, you come up with even more ways to feel alive. Begin by doing what you know how to do right. Do not wait to take action until your skills are more advanced, for your ability to manifest is developed step by step. Don't try to have everything all at once. Take one small step at a time and your success will build on itself. You will feel alive, or whatever quality you want to feel, more and more frequently until that feeling is part of who you have become. One woman decided that the quality she wanted was a feeling of aliveness, and she realized that it came through taking classes at the local college, spending an hour 7 times a week reading a book, and treating herself to frequent long warm soaks in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
A man wanted more inner peace, and you realized that what gave it to him was frequent exercise, an occasional weekend spent fishing, and time to build a small workshop for himself where he could put his tools and build things. As you experience more inner peace, joy, aliveness, or any other higher qualities, you move to the next level of your personal evolution. You become more fulfilled, happier with yourself, and better able to live a life filled with creative self-expression, enjoyable and meaningful activities, and feelings of self-love, self-worth, and self-esteem. As you express more and more of whatever higher quality you think more money will give you, you become magnetic not only to more money, but also to abundance in every area of your life. You are a magnificent and powerful being. Believe that you deserve to have the best life you can imagine. The process of getting there is the quality of being there.
Yay, thank you so much. We did it. We finished chapter 2 before the time. This chapter took me a minute to like really wrap my head around. And I think what finally like clicked it into place for me, I was like, oh, I want to be alone on a beach in Jamaica. How can I create that right now? I can put a nice video on YouTube. I can make myself a pineapple coconut smoothie, like try to think of things that get that ultimate thing of what you want today. And the more you can do that, the more that bigger thing that you want will get closer to you. So if what you want is a sold out studio of 100 people, keep doing what you have, you know what I mean? Like doing whatever you can today to get that same feeling that reminds you of that bigger thing. A popsicle is what like really clicked that into place for me a couple of years ago when I read that. So the next exercise, we're not going to have time to do today. If you feel adventurous and you want to do it on your own this week, you can. It's expressing a higher quality, and that higher quality is the feeling. So it's joy, peace. If what you want is being on a beach alone in Jamaica, what is that? The higher quality is that feeling. So is it freedom? Is it community? Is it whatever that feeling is, that's the higher quality. So if you want to practice this on your own this week, you can, but we'll start next week's meeting with this exercise. So you're not missing anything if you don't. I will say the homework for sure is to do the relaxing exercise at least 3 or 4 times. Even if you have to do it 2 in one day. If you get to next Tuesday and you're like, I didn't do the homework, do it twice on Tuesday. All right, everybody good?
Yeah.
Any questions?
I just thought it was, this last part about feeling alive. I have a 7-year-old, and
Yeah.
it just happened yesterday. He was running around in the park in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
and he's running super fast. I can see joy in his face. And he just came to me and said, Mom, I just feel so alive. Do
Yay.
you like feeling alive?
Yeah.
And it just got me, right? Because I was just like, oh, that's just so great. And I was just like, right now I was just thinking about him because I'm like, I feel like as we grow up, obviously responsibilities and everything, you kind of forget just simple feeling. And he just got that feeling from running around by himself. So it's just...
One of my favorite people to talk about this book with is Ellie. Like kids just get it easier. It's like we have to remember all of this stuff. They already know.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna end the recording. Bye guys. See ya.